I locked. Oh, what a lovely start to this final chapter. I looked around in a depressed way. Suddenly, I saw Professor Sinister, Bilotti, Mary, Socrates, and Draco, Vampire, and Willow were there too. OMFG, Sorius, I saw Ooh and Samaro, and Snip and everyone, with 5 ones instead of exclamation points. I can't with a K, believe, like a sleeve, snap, oozed, number 2, B, Gothic. 6 ones this time, my goodness. Yeah, I know. Sirius said sadly. Oh, hey there, bitch, Professor Trevorley said, in an emo voice. Dern King, some let's see how they're gonna spell it this time. Volximortseram. Hi, Fooker, I said. Listen, Satan asked me out to a gothic cornet. To a gothic cornet and a movie. So I need a new outfit for the date. Also, I'm playing in a gothic band. Wow, you can spell it right there. Band. So I need an outfit for that too. Oh my Satan, number 1. Get it, lols? Cause she's gothic. Gasped Bloody Mary. We're really starting that shit again, huh? Want to go to Hot Topic to shop for your outfit? Where else? There is no other shop. Target? Yeah, hell no. Hell no. If I can go to Sephora for makeup? No, that's too preppy. No, fucking Hot Topic's got everything. OMFS? Okay, that's a new one for me. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my fucking shit, maybe? Let's, with a Z, have a group cutting session. No better way to bond with your friends than fucking blood sharing. With 2 ones, said Professor Trevorley. I can't fucking wait, number 4. But we need number 2. Get some stuff first, said Willow. Yeah, we need some healthy portions for Professor Trevorley, so she won't be addicted, number 2, Volximortserum anymore, and also some Louvre potion for Enobi. Hello there. Draco said resultantly. What the fuck is resultantly? The result of his answer? Was his answer the result? The fuck is happening? I just started. We will have potions class with a K because they're super cool. Willow said, let's go. We went sexually to potions with a Z class, but Snap wasn't there. Instead, there was Cornelio. Fuck with 5 ones. Hey there. Hey, where the fuck is Dumbledore? 3 ones. Draco shouted angrily. STFU, number 1. Shooted Cornelia. Fuck. There was supposed to be a comma there or some parentheses. He was in Azkaban. Now with Snip and Lupin. He is old and weak like the 7 days. He has, oh gosh, cancer with a K. Now do your work, 3 ones. My friends and I talked angrily. Can you believe? Snap used to be Gothic, number 1. Vampire asked surprisingly. That's it's 2 ones. Cornelio fuck shooted Grilly. I'm getting Professor Bridge. 3 ones. He stomped out angrily. Me friends and I began talking again. I began to drink some blood mixed with beer. Suddenly I saw Hargrid in the cupboard. Oh, wait, is that actually? Fuck, I'm bad at spelling. I'm not entirely certain how to spell covered. Fuck, that may be right. Oh, WTF is going on? I mean, what WTF is he doing, I asked. Then I looked at Dorico. He was wearing tons with his E of eyeliner in D. He looked sexier than ever. Suddenly, Hargriff! What the fuck? Letter R, letter U, doing? 1-1, he shouted. I looked around. Hair Grid was putting something in my glass of blood. 1-1, Dorico and Vampire started number 2. Beat him up sexily. I guess to this fucking album of Magic Mike. Gosh, letter U, letter R, such a pus. 1. I shooted at Hair Grid. Suddenly, I looked R. What he was putting in the blood. It was amnesia portion 111. Dorico, punt of view, lol. Vampire and I chained without a D, Hair Grid, number 2, the floor. Oh me, fucking Satan, 1-1, Enobi said. She was so hot. Maybe I could use amnesia potion, number 2, makes Satan fall, with an O, in love with me faster, number 1. But letter R, letter U, letter R, so sexy and wonderful, ain't way, ta-ta, said Vampire. Why would letter U need it? To make everything go faster, lol, said Inobi. But you won't have to do it with him or anything, will you? I asked jealously. OMFG, you guys are so scary. 1-1 said Brittany, a fucking prep. Shut the fuck up with no letter C inside the word fuck, said Willow. Okay, well anyway, that happened. Let's go, number 2, Professor Trevalry's room. Dorico Ebori. There's so many different variations of her fucking name. Ebori and I went to Professor Siniater's room. Fuck. But Professor Sinister, the same person. Siniater and Sinister, the same person. Just fucking spelled shit. Wasn't there. Instead, Tom Ridd was. Oh, hi fuckers, he said. Listen, I got you some cool new cloves. I took out the cloves from the bag. Let me guess what the fuck it was. I'm pretty sure I'm only gonna need one try. It was a gothic black leather miniskirt, as we've seen a billion times before, that had, guess what? The number 666 on the back, black Stilton boots, blood red fishnets, and a black corset. My, go figure. OMFG, thanks! Instead of thanks because I'm a vampire. Ooh, I said, hugging him in a gothic... How do you hug him in a gothic way? Are you just... Does he just hold out blades and you run your fucking wrists past him while you going in for the hug? What? What the fuck? I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. Okay, Professor Sinister, isn't abbreviation for the word hour. What the fuck should we do? Asked Dorico. Suddenly, he looked at a sign on the black wall. Oh my fucking Satan, number 1, I screamed as I read it. On it said, Ivry 1, Professor Sinister is away. She's too gothic, even for us, apparently. She is in Asgabian now. Classes shall, with one L, be taught by Dubledork, who is back, but he shall not be principal. Number 4 now. Sincerely, Professor Rumbridge. OMFG with 3 1s, I shot it at Arngrilly. How could they do that? Oh, that's supposed to be an exclamation. How could they do that? Damn it, Sammy. Suddenly, Dumbledore came. All over every fucking one of them. What the hell are you doing in my off-ice? He began to shoot angrily. Suddenly, with a W. Suddenly, I saw Morty McFly. Wow, she spelled it right. Morty McFly's black Tim. There it is. Tim Machine 111. I jumped seductively. Which you just fucking whip your tits out, hun, and fucking mid-jump. In number 2, it leaving Draco and Vampire, because she didn't really like him anyway. She's a whore! Suddenly, I was back in Tim. 1-1. I looked around. It was Professor Slotborn's face. I sneaked around. Suddenly, I saw the amnesia potion on his desk. It was black with blood-red pentagrams. Whoosh! I thought it was gonna be fucking pastel colors. It was the shape of a cross. I put it in my pocket. Suddenly, the door opened, and it was... Dun dun dun! Professor Slutgorn 1-1. OMG, what are you like fucking doing, fucker? He shooted angrily. I don't know without a W. What the fuck are you doing? I shouted angrily. I think. Yes. Oh, sorry, I was just looking around, K-O-Z. Fuck. Just... Oh, I'm not going to question it anymore. I thought it was class. Yes, I thought it was proper class. Indeed. You said finally hopping, he couldn't let her see the potion in your pocket. Oh, okay. I totally believe that. You're not suspicious at all. Far away from every fucking classroom. Except Professor Slotborn, is what he should have said. You went to the conman room after putting on my clothes. For the first time spelled correctly. Silas Samaro and Snap were there practicing vampires. Will never hurt you by MCR. Of course they're practicing that. Oh, hi, you guys, I said seductively. Where's Satan? Oh, he's coming. Spelt correctly. In the sense of ejaculation coming. I'm serious. Finally spelled correctly. BT Dubs, you can call me Hades now. Suddenly Satan came. Oh! 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 Just like that, I imagine. Fuck, where was I? I was fake coming too hard. Oh! He was wearing a smexy with 2 X's black leather Jackson. Black Congress shoes with 1 S, a Slipknot t-shirt, and a black tie. Okay, I will see you guys at the concert, I said, and then I went to Satan. Satan, by the way, and I walked number 2 his car. It was a black car with pentagrams all over it. On the license plate, it said, "Let's hear it! 666! Just like Draco's car. I went in it seduck with a K, Tivli, Stan. God. How the fuck do you go from Satan to Stan? This motherfucker went from like some nearly horned evil deity of pure chaos and hatred to Stan. Okay, Stan the telemarketer. Stan the office worker. Not Satan. No. Stan. He needs to adjust his glasses and readjust his fucking slacks before he drives anymore. He started number 2, Drive It. We talked about Satanism, lol. He was named after Satan, cutting, music with a K, and being gothic with two F's and a K. Oh my Satan, Gerard is so fucking hot. We get it! Volksamot agreed as we smoked some weed. There wasn't actually an H in there. She actually spelled it correctly this time. Because bi guys are hot and they're so sensitive. I love them. Lol, goes, fucks a bi guy. Yeah. Lol, I totally decided not, number 2, commit with 1T, suicide when I heard, "Hi, Lena." I said in a flirty voice, yes, because I too, when I am on a date, tell people about how I didn't commit suicide because I listened to My Chemical Romance. One song, and I was cured of all depression and sorrow. Hey, Satan, do you know the cure number 4 when people are that's terrible, addicted to Volksamortserem? Well, he thought, I think you, number 2, drink vampire blood. Suddenly, Volksamort parked the car behind a black movie theater. Satan and I walked outside. He went in, number 2, the movie Tether, where they were showing the Exorcist. Wow. In it, a boy and a girl were doing it suddenly. A serial, like the breakfast noms killer came, lol. Oh, he came instead of them. Wow, he really beat him to it. Maybe literally. He beat to them and then beat them to it. Satan and I walked outside. Oh no, I fucked up that time. Satan and I laughed at the blood cause we're sadists. While Satan was watching the movie, I had an idea. Were you gonna suck his dick through a popcorn box? I took Satan's gothic black Nightmare Before Christmas cigar sexily from his pocket and put some... Oh, that's actually kind of clever. Not lie, it's actually kind of clever. Amnesia potion in it. I put it back in his black Emil, the strange bag. Satan turned around and started to smoke it. Black clouds with a Z, with red pentagrams also with a Z, and M started to fly around everywhere. OMG, 111, Satan said, jumping up. I gasped, because why the fuck not? Because I was afraid he noticed. Enobi, guess what? I knew that the amnesia had worked. The amnesia potion had not been invented yet, so it will not work. Amnesia potion has not been invented, so that's not how it works. You have no concept of time in any sense. What? He said, too bad, because I wanted to use some on you. Cull. K-U-L. I raised my eyes suggestingly, and then he took off my clothes sexily, and we started to make out. Ooh, I took off his shit, and guess what? He got a six-pack, just like... Who is it this time? The same guy. Welcome back to the stage, Gerard Way. We Frenched. X with a big old fucking excuse me, but you two are going to have to leave. 3 ones shooted the lady behind us. Guess what? She was a prep. Fuck you, I said. Suddenly, I attacked, smelled horribly, her sucking all her blood. No! She screamed. All of the preps in the theater screamed, but everyone else crapped, 'cause Satan and I locked so cute number together. Satan and I started to walk outside. ZOMG, how did you do that? Voldemort asked in a turned-on voice. I'm a vampire, I said, and we went into the car. Siri, Ellie, he gasped. Yeah, seriously, I said, drinking some beer. Are you fucking gargle words out? Your magic. Satan started to drive the car. I smelled happily. It's with a Z, too bad we didn't get to see the rest of the movie. Don't you think? Yeah, I said as we kissed passively. Say, what the fuck is kissing passively? Can somebody explain that to me, please? Satan parked in a black driveway next to the place where Draco and I had watched GC for the first time. We went inside where Marilyn Manson was playing and started to mosh lol. Anti-people, spelled PPL. Now Uwe gone too far. Jesus Christ Superstar, 4 ones, screamed Marilyn on the stage. We did the double fingers. I started number 2 dance really close to Satan. He was so schmexy. He looked at me all emo with his gothic red eyes, and he looked exactly like Mikey Way. You trying to say Milky Way? You got me. I have no clue. I almost got an orgasm. Suddenly, Marilyn Manson stopped singing. Oh, is he gonna pull you motherfuckers on the stage? I would, like the tree, like to peasant X Black X T-Rex 1-1, he said. I ran on stage. Lucy and Samaro, Snap, and Hades were just fucking there, apparently. They started number 2 play in Stillments. I got on Stag. Well, with 1 L, if letter U, Wanted, on ST, that's with a Z, all you had to number 2 say. 4 ones, I sang. I do not own the lyrics to that song. Oh, she's trying to protect herself from copyright in this fucking shit. What the fuck? My voice sounded like it sounded like a fucking drawing of a pentagram, apparently, between Amy Lee and a girl version of Gerard Way. Everyone clapped without an E. Satan got an eructation. I'm not okay. Oh, that should be a thing. Let's start that. I'm not okay, which means I came too early. Yeah, I like it. I'm not okay. I sang finale. Suddenly, Lucian started playing the song wrong by mistake. OMFG, yelled James. What the fuck? Whoops, I'm sorry, said Lucian. You fucking asshole. Ashhole. James shouted angrily. You guys are such preps. Snap said. Come. On it was a mistake. Yeah, it's not his fault, said Sirius. No, he ruined the fucking song, yelling Samaro. You guys stop. 1-1, I shooted angrily, but it was too late. They all began to fight. Suddenly, Samaro took out his niffy. OMFG, now! 1-1 shouted Lucan. Johnny Cage. Sorry, got sidetracked. But it was too late. James tried to shoot off his arm, and then I jumped sexily in front of the bullet. No! 1-1-1. I yielded everyone, but it was too late. Suddenly, everything went black. It was already black! Everything, with pentagrams and dots of red. And / wait. Is that the fucking rest of the story? What? Hold on. No. What? Okay, here. I, the American retailer wearing British vampire suit, coughed up blood. What is happening right now? I don't... Satan kneeled down beside me. No! Don't die! I gave him a rueful smile. I'm sorry. It's something I had to do to fulfill. You're a vampire! You don't just fucking die from getting shot, you dumb slut! It's... remove the head or stake the heart in. It has to be with wood. Wood! You can't just get clapped! It's... There's no point in arguing. She can't even spell Gothic correctly. Or fucking the word and. Satan sobbed, I love you, Ebony. I love you, number 2. I'll see you in hell, I mumbled, already finding my surroundings, fading to further black. Mind you, Bloody Mary Smith suddenly popped into the room for no apparent reason. She frowned when she realized the room was oddly quiet. Because you shut the fuck up because you're dying. But at the sight of Ebony's lifeless body, she screamed. Her face became pale with horror. She screamed for the healers. Dumbledore, McGoogle, he's probably rich now, and every single Gothic person she could think of. Suddenly, a glow started to surround the body of Ebony. Everyone stared in shock. Her body started to lift ever so slowly, and then, to everyone's shock, it started to incinerate. When everyone realized what was happening, they rushed over to try to rescue the body, but it was too late. Then Sue became nothing more than a pile of ashes. A loud resounding of everyone bellowing, No! No. Filled the room. A flash of white light from the ashes then started to bounce around the room. Everyone cowered in fear and were temporarily blinded. When it was all over, things changed. All the silly goth clothes dropped from everyone's bodies. And I will refuse to explain how the hell that happened, you fucking bitch. And in their place, clothes the characters would normally wear in canon appeared on their bodies. When everyone got over the shock of becoming free of the Gothic power, everyone cheered. Everyone started singing, Ding dong, the Sioux is dead. Well, that is, until all the HP characters realized the true implications of becoming more canon-like again. All the characters who were supposed to be dead fell to the floor, their bodies cold and lifeless. Harry and Voldemort started dueling. On the left side of the two, the battle of the light side and the dark side were reaching a climax. Hiya! And because the replacement author also likes to screw around with canon, Draco and Hermione fled the scene and got married. Meanwhile, this person actually knows how to fucking write, at least spelling. There's indentations. There's not a massive text wall. Wow. I almost don't know how to read properly. Down in hell, Ebony shed a single tear because of her current situation, a situation that would live on for all eternity, or at least until the end of fanfiction time. She lost it all, but she knew she had to remain strong. In hell, nothing would ever break her down. She looked down over her pale body and frowned. Where are my emo clothes? She asked herself in confusion. And then it occurred to her, for her shirt. She was wearing a bright pink polo with a little seagull on the right or left, I can't remember, side. Below that, she was wearing a denim miniskirt with a destroyed look on it. Paired underneath that skirt were leggings with a little moose at the bottom. That's actually very cute. It's very obvious where this is going, her own personal hell of not being gothic. And then Ebony realized on her shoulder she was carrying a pretty bag with an eagle on it. Lots of animals. That said, live your life written all over the bag. Ebony suppressed the urge to scream. Here she was decked out in clothes, prepped to the extreme, wearing stuff from Abercrombie and Fitch, American Eagle, and Hollister. Panicked, Ebony hastily tried to take off the Hollister polo, but underneath it there was another. Ebony frowned and looked under her shirt. All she saw was a bra underneath. Dare I point out, it's from the Airy line, available at American Eagle. Oh yes indeed. Ebony tried to remove the shirt again, but to her frustration, there was yet another polo to replace it. This is unlogical and does not make any sense. No shit, bitch! Ebony bellowed out to the air. She failed to see the irony in her statement, how hypocritical her words were, seeing as she was practically calling the kettle black here, like everything else. Ebony slit her wrists and mumbled to herself, "Ami God." End crapfic. Wait, Okay, so I don't even know. I don't even know why there was that. Why somebody else started writing. Okay, apparently this might be the original. I woke up in the north. Oh, this is absolutely her. Okay, here we go. Not even a sentence in, and I know it's the original, the OP. In the Norse's O-face on a special gothic coffin, Hergrid was in the bed opposite me in a comma, 'cause Vampire and Draco had bet him up. Yeah, this is way more fun to read. Mr. Norris was cleaning the room. "Oh, me Satan, what happened?" I screamed. Suddenly, Voldemort came. On the doorknob specifically, so everyone would have to touch his cum. Yes. He locked, less mean than usual. "Get the fuck out, you fucking bastard," I yielded. "Thou hath not killed a vampire yet," he said angrily. Suddenly, he started to cry tears of blood, all selective. Voldemort, OMFG, what's wrong? Why are you concerned? This motherfucker is trying to kill motherfuckers you like. Why are you worried about this bitch's feelings? Clap him! Stab him with your fucking wand! Somebody! What? I asked. Suddenly, Lucian, Professor Sinister, and Sirius came. Bloody Mary and Vampire were with them. Every number one was holding black boxes. Voldemort disappeared. OMFG, Anobi. Hello there. You're alive. I screamed, Vampire. I hugged him and Bloody Mary. What the fuck happened? I asked him. Oh, my Satan 1-1. Am I, dead now? I gasped. I don't have to do it because it is not. It is not gasped. It's gasped. Enobi, you were almost shot, 1-1, said Sirius. But the ballot could not kill you, since you were from another time. You have no. You are wrong. Period. I'm not going to explain myself. You are wrong. But fangs anyway, said Lucian, holding out his arm. I gasped. He had 2 arms. OMG, I can't believe vampires. Dad shot you? I gasped again. Well, to be honest, Snap was possessed by Snap back then, said James. Yeah, he was a spy, Sirius said sadly. He was really a death dealer. I don't actually remember what their name. Dementors, that's what their name. And he was such a fucking poser. Number 2, 1-1, said Lucian. He didn't even really know who GC were until I told him. Well, anyway, that proves somebody's fucking worth and trustworthiness. Everyone tarted number 2 give me presents. I was opening a black box with red 6s. There was a DVD of Corpse Bride in it. Hey, look, I like Corpse Bride too, all right? But you gotta switch to something else, please. On it when Mr. Norris looked up angrily because he hated, in internet speak, goth with a Z. He has one fucking seen Draco. I asked. Wow, that's a big one. Gothically. No, Draco told me he would, like the tree, be watching hose of wax. Could you imagine wax hose? Just a mansion filled with wax hose, said Professor Trevorley. He doesn't with 2 Z's, but with the correct fucking apostrophe. Noted, you're better. Anyway, the Norse, not the nurse, the Norse motherfucking Viking. Okay, the Norse. I've lost my place. Said you could get up. Come on. I got up. How do you get up suicidally? This. Lucian, Sirius, and Professor Sinister left. I was wearing a black leather night gun. Under that, I had on a sexy with 2 X's black leather bra trimmed with black lace with a matching thong that said Gothic Girl on the butt and sexy fishnets. They kind of hooked onto my thong. That seems problematic. If you don't get the idea message, massage me, I'll touch. No, I don't want to go anywhere near you. Might catch your illiteracy. I put on a black fishnet top under a black MC. She's wearing a lot of shit. I left the hospital's wings with Bloody Mary, Willow, and Vampire. OMFG. Let's, with a Z, celebrate. Somehow spelled correctly. Willow. We can go, letter C, hose of wax with Draco, giggled Vampire. Let's with a Z go listen with 2 C's, number 2, GC, and cut with a K ourselves with a Z, with 3 6s and 2 1s, said Hermione. Hermione is not like that. We opened the conman room door sexually, apparently with our fucking shirts unbuttoned or whatever, and then, of course, I gasped. Draco was there doing it with Snap! You dirty mongrel! What? Wow, I fucked up that time. With more ones than I feel like counting behind them. He was wearing a black... We're not going there this time. You fucking prep! We all yielded angrily. Yeah, you betrayed us with 3 1s, shooted Vampire, Is that correct? Might be correct. Angrily. As he took out his black gun. No, you don't understand, screamed Draco, sadly, as he took his thingy out of snakes. No shit, you fucking suck, you preppy bastard, said Willow, trying number 2 attack him. You rock, girl. Okay. Oh my gosh. She ran suicidally to her room and sexily took a stake out. Where? Of your vagina? Enobi, no! With 5-1 screamed Draco, but it was 2 I or L8. I had slit my wrist with it. Suddenly everything went black again. Sincerely. Okay, a whole bunch of fucking garbage, and, alright, we're back. I woke up in Denorce's O-face, and on a special thick coffin, Hairgrid was in the bed opposite me in coma cause Vampire and Draco had beat him up. Mr. Norris was cleaning the room. Oh my Satan, what happened? I screamed. Suddenly Vox and Mark came. Wait, what? Double? What? You're alive. Draco, Gothic Alley. Why is there a double of this exact copy? What? I don't understand. Okay, it looks like there's the same shit. Okay, hold on here. I'm trying to discern what the fuck is going on. There's like copies of the scenes. Okay, okay. Oh, I think they were trying to do a time thing here. Failing horribly, but I think they were trying to. When I woke up, I was in a strange room. I looked around, I was wearing the same outfit I had when I performed with X Black X Tier X 1-1. I looked around confusedly. I was in the nurse's office, but it looked different. On the wall was a pic of Marilyn Manson with 3 ones. At the there was also a gothic Black Beatles calendar with a picture of the Beatles wearing eyeliner and black clothes. It said 1980. OMFG! I'm back in Tim again! I screamed loudly. Suddenly, Satan. This is actually Voldemort for photo reference. There is no photo! Voldemort was wearing a we're not going to read what he's wearing. He looked so sexy. I almost had an orgy. OMFG, Inobi, are you okay? He asked Gothic Alley. Yeah, I'm okay for your in number formation. I snapped sexually. OMG, my dead, because I remember I jumped in front of the bullet from James Gunn. I also remembered Sing Draco doing it with Snap 111. I guessed that when I had slit me wrists, I had went back in Tim instead of dying. I know I could. You recreationally slit your fucking wrists. So how is it that you die this time? Is it because you did it with a steak? That's still not how it works. This does not work. I went back in 10 minutes forward in time. I know I could go forward in time if I found a time toner or the Tim machine. No, you're not dead, Satan reassured. He reassured suicidally as he smoked a cigarette sexually, which, okay, that can actually be done sexually. One of the very few things they use that adjective for is correct. And smoke came all over his face. You're a vampire, so you can't die from a bullet. No shit! Come on now, let's go see how Harry's dad is doing. I knew that the real reason I didn't die from the ballot was 'cause I'm from the future. No, you dumb bitch. What the fuck, James? Almost shot luscious with 2 eyes. I said, in the goalie? In the goalie? I knew that James had really been possessed, but I didn't want him number 2 know I knew. Yeah, I know he had a headache. He was under a lot of stress. Satan reasoned evilly. I guess that's okay, I said, because James hadn't really shot Lucian. Also, I know that Lucian would, like the tree, now have number 2 arms instead of 1. The number 1, which in this case is fine. I walked seductively outside with Satan. Bleached blonde hair with black streaks up number 2 his ears, and he was going to skip all. Wow, there's so many lines of her describing these fucking clothes. I'm just gonna go ahead and go right past that. And let me, and guess how he looked? He looked like fucking Gerard Way. Again! Hey, he said, all QWIETLY, quietly, but I didn't want to say it correctly. And Gothically. Who the fuck is that? I asked angrily, because I did not know him. This is Hedwig, said Volksimort, who I thought was a bad guy. What the fuck is, why are we friends with him every now and then? He used to be in Black Tier with 3 X's. Number 2, but he had number 2 drop out because he broke his arm. Hey, Hedwig. I said, "Hey, Hedwig," I said seductively, even though I was not trying to letter P. Fuck's sake. Lol, hi, you're a fucking moron. He answered, but then he ran away because he had hair of magical creature. He was humming "Welcome to the Black Parade" under his breath. I know Daddy's not 80s, but pretend, I might as well fucking pretend. There's no continuity here. It's the power of imagination. Bye, I said all sexily. Bye. That was Hedwig. He used to be my friend, but we broke up, Satan said sadly, looking at his black nails. OMFG, I can get you back together, I said, fingering something. I don't know what, but I got my hands in it. I didn't know was in my pocket. A black cootie. Coot is a black cooch. is what we aim for. Cydio iPod that I could take videos with. Okay, you can number 4 get about your class for now, Hedwig. I'm going number 2, show letter U something great, like the thing you walk across. I led them to the Great Hall. Come on, guys. Lucian, James, Sirius, and Snake were all in the Great Hall. Lucian wouldn't talk with James because he had tried number 2 shoot him. A very fair reason to not talk to somebody. That's a pretty thick thing to do. Go fuck yourself, you fucking douche, he shouted at him. Draco is never going to be friends with Vampire now. That was the last row, okay. Yeah, go fuck yourself, Samaro, Snape agreed, but I know with 2 O's, like the answer, he was lying cause it had been in his fault, F-O-L-T, James had almost shot Lucian. Be quiet, you guys, I said sexily. Be quiet, you guys. Me plan was working out great. Now I could make Voldemort good without doing it with him. Now vampire... How did you get there? I mean, I'm sure you actually said it, but I'm lost. Vampire's dad would never die. And, okay, Satan and Hedwig, you guys can start making out, I said, and I started to film them with the iPod. Cool, said Sirius, as Voldemort and Hedwig started to make out sexually. We watched as T-Day started number 2 take each other's clothes off sexily. Samaro, Sirius, Snake, and Lucian all watched because they were probably bi. They were definitely at least bi. I knew Snape was bi. Oh my fucking gosh! Voldemort! Voldemort! Screamed Hedwig as his Glock touched Voldemort's. But suddenly everything stopped as the door opened, and in came with a K, Dumbledore and Mr. Norris, with so many ones that are supposed to be exclamation points. I sat depressedly in Dumbledore's office with Hedwig, Satan, James, Sirius, Snap, Lucian. It's a lot of fucking people. Dumbledore was sitting in front of us, cruelly. How do you sit cruelly somebody? Please fucking tell me. He looks more young than he did in the future. No fucking shit! He had taken the iPod away. That is actually a crucial thing in the story. Was now listening to a shitty Avril Lavigne song. What the hell is this anyway? He cackled meanly. I hopped he didn't find out that I was from another time. Whatever, you do, don't blame Libny? I Bonnie, you jerk, Satan said. Yeah, seriously, she was trying to get Satan and Hedwig back together. Seriously, said deviantly. Be quiet, you Satanists. Dumbledore cock-led. If you're lucky, I'll probably send you all to Azkaban. Wow, impressive you said that right. I will teach you to copulate in the Great Hall. He changed the song on the iPod to a NSYNC song. Suddenly, I noticed something strong about the iPod. It was slowly chonging. Dumbledore didn't know Tessay. You fucking poser, I muttered. I bet you never heard of GC, James said. No, I knew what the iPod was chonking in number 2. Morty McFly's Tim machine. Shut up, Joms. Jomus! Yummus! Draco's, Dad shouted. Yeah, shut up, Snake said preppily. No, you shut up. Dumbledore, with 4 1s, said Tom. I've had enough of you Satanists in my school, shouted Dumbledore spuriously. Suddenly, I grabbed the iPod from him. Every number 1, jump in B number 4, it's number 2, lowercase L, or maybe uppercase I, don't know, number 8. I jumped in number 2, but only number 1 other person jumped in. It was Satan. You dunderheads with a bunch of 1s, screamed Dumbledore wisely as we went. I looked around. I was in the Slytherin conman room with Satan. I was wearing a... Nope, we're not doing it. Earrings. Hey, cool. Where is this? He asked in an emo voice. Hey, I actually don't know how to do an emo voice, I'm sorry. This is the future. Dumbledore's iPod that he tried to take away from me was really also a time machine, I told him. Cool, what's an eye patch? He whimpered. It's something you use to listen to music. I yacked. Y-A-K-K-E-D. OMFG, cool! Wait, what's a 4-letter word for dirt? He esked in his sex-ha voice. I guess sand? I laid confusedly. Yeah, I was just trying to make sure you were still the same. We're just gonna move on. He triumphantly giggled. Suddenly, some of my friends walked in. OMG, you're fucking alive, said Guinea, wearing a black leather... Nope. No! Konnichiwa, bitch, said Willow. She was wearing a black... foundation black lips. Hey, motherfucker, said Diabolo with his red... Don't you fucking start. His red hair he was wearing... Hey, who's that, Libony? Bloody Mary questioned as she walked in wearing things that you already know. Oh, it's Satan, I told her, and she nodded, knowing the truth. Suddenly, Satan started to cry. Are you okay, Satan? He asked concernedly. OMFG, you're from the future. Oh, What if you don't like him anymore because we're from different times, he asked. No, I still like you, I said sexually to him. Okay, he said reassuringly. that was it, okay. I let him listen to Teenagers by MCR on my iPod while I was about to go outside to find out some things. I gave Diabolo a signal to keep Satan occupied. And then Satan just fucking fell asleep, apparently. I took the iPod. I was about to walk outside. Professor Sinister ran in. She was, Oh my fucking gosh. Where's Draco? How did Snap get back here? Too hot. He was in What is happening? In Azerbaijan? Azerbaijan? I asked sadly. Ebony, I was so worried about you, but I know you can't fucking die because you're a vampire. Snape came back because that girl Brittany freed him. I never liked her. She was a bad student. Throwing a little shade. Trevalery said reassuredly, that bitch! 1-1. Did she also free Hagrid and Lupin? I shouted angrily. I hated Brittany because she was a fucking prep, and that's all it takes. Yes, they are on the loose at this school. Dumbledore is back. Cornelia is on his way to help every number one tell every number one letter U see to lock themselves in the con man room. Trevorly said worriedly, okay, but where's Draco? How come? He was doing it with Snap. I don't know why, but I know he almost tried number 2 commit suicide after he saw you almost kill yourself, she said. OMG, that's terrible! I gasped. Satan was still asleep, so he couldn't tell what was going on. Or could he? Yeah, that's a plot device you would have never thought to use. Then I said, listen, everyone, I have something impotent to do. I've got something impotent to do. In abbreviation for hour, everyone, stay. With that, I ran out. Good luck, Tara, 1-1, everyone cried. I ran sexually down the stairs in slow motion like in Baywatch, but not preppy like Baywatch. All goth, I'm ad-libbing. Down the stairs into the great hall, while the portraits around looked at me scaredly. There was hardly letter N, letter E, number 1, else in the stairs, and terrain was an atmosphere. How the fuck do you spell atmosphere correctly? Of horror. On the way, I saw Brittany laughing on the stairs. She was wearing a slutty pink shirt with flowers on it. Hey! Stop talking shit about Hillary Duff, you slut! You fucking bitch, I shouted angrily. No, you're totally a bitch. Now Voldemort will, totally kill you, she laughed. Crucius? I shouted, selectively How do you spell pontificating? But you cannot spell Gothic right after you spelled it right! She needs some milk, and I need some fucking tranquilizers. Or, just LSD, so that way I can have a harder trip than one I'm currently having. My black wand, and she started screaming cause she was being tortured, and I laughed sadistically. No! Help me! Please! Brittany screamed terrifiedly. I put up my middle finger at her. In her hand, I saw the video camera Snape and Lupin had used to take the video of me. I put the tape of Voldemort doing it with Hedwig onto it. Then I continued to round down the stairs with the camera. When I reached the great hall, I saw Vampire Potter. OMG, Vampira! 1-1-1, I yielded. We hugged each other happily. He looked at me with his gothic red eyes and spiky black hair. No, we're doing it again. We're not. I was so worried you died, moaned the vampire. Oh, I was so worried you died. I know, but I'm a vampire, lol. Do you know? Do you fucking know that you're a vampire? Because you don't happen to understand how your motherfuckers can die or live. When I woke up, I was back in 1980. So anyway, I bought Voldemort from when he was young with me. Where's Draco? I asked spuriously. Draco? You mean that fucking poser who betrayed you? Vampire snarkled with anger in his voice. I know, but we have to find him, I said smartly. All in caps. I'll do it then, Harry said angstily. Okay, I agreed suddenly. All the lights in the room went out, and then The dork, Mark. Oh my fucking Satan, Harry shouted. I think Voldemort has arrived, I said anxiously. Fuck, I have to find Draco. I guess we should separate. Okay, Vampire said, disapparating. Sadly, I ran into the Great Hall. Jesus, 43 chapters in this, holy shit, we're on 43 now. I walked sexily into the Great Hall. It was empty except for one person. Draco was there. He sat there in deadly bloom with no descriptions. Draco, are you okay? I asked. I'm not okay. Neither am I. Neither am I, homie. Neither am I, he screamed depressedly. I thought of the MCR song, and I got even more depressed, cause that song always makes me cry. I gave him a pot cigarette, or what most people would call a joint. Actually, no, wait, hold on, I take that back. No, they do mix the both of them. Never mind. And he started to smoke it. Oh, Draco, why did you do it with that fucking bastard Snape? I asked tearfully. Draco began to say, but suddenly Lupin and Mr. Norris apparated into the room. They didn't see us. I'm so glad me and Snape were freed, said Lupin. Damn, this job would be great if it wasn't for that fucking students. Mr. Norris agreed. Pop Adelum? 111, I yielded angrily, pointing my wand at them. No! Lupin shouted as chains came on him. Mr. Norris ran away. You fucking perv, I said, laughing with depths of evil and depressedness in my voice. Now you have to tell us where Voldemort is, or I'm gong to torture you. Nice. I don't know where he is with 4-1, said Lupin. Suddenly, Satan and Vampire ran into the room. What? Vampire didn't know who Satan was, really. Oh, my Satan, we were so worried about you guys, Vampire said. I looked sexually at Draco. A fucking third of a paragraph worth of description. It's not happening, okay? We've done it too much. I selectively took the caramel from my pocket, and then I began Frenching Draco sexually. Lupin gasped, like this, I assume. Draco began to take all of his clothes off, and I could see his white sex pack. Then Vampire took his own clottes off. We began making out together sexually. I took off my black leather bra, and more clothes. Everyone took their Glocks out, except for me. I'm a girl, lol. Oh, me Satan, Draco! I screamed as he put his harness in my thingy. Then he did the same thing to Harry. You have more than one cock? What? I began making out with Satan, and he joined in. OMS! I cried. Cried Vampire. Oh, Vampire! I screamed. Oh, Satan, yelled Harry in pleasure. Lupin watched in shock. We took turns doing torture curses on him, because we were all sadists. Suddenly, a black car that said 666 in the license plate flew straight through the windows, and Snap was in it. Wow, we actually are kind of sadists in that one. Well, I actually backed it up. A torture show and a sex party. That's me car, shouted Draco angrily, but suddenly it was whatever, who was in the car. It was Snape. I shall free you, Lupin, but first you must help me kill these idiotic dunderheads, he said cruelly from the car as he flew. Circumkissing a bus. Ebony darkness, dementia raven way, must be killed. Then the Dork Lord shall never die. I like that, you fucking Dork Lord. You fucking prep, yelled Draco. Then he looked at me sadly. I forgot to tell you, Ebony. Snape made me do it with him. I didn't really have sex with two exes. Him, but he is a rapist. We all put our clothes on quickly, except Satan. We were so scared, but Satan didn't change. Instead, he changed into a man with gren eyes, no nose, a grey robe, and white skin. He changed into Voldemort. Wow. I knew who thou were all along, he cackled evilly and sarcastically at me. Now I shall kill thee all. Thunder came into room. No, please don't kill us, pleaded Vampire. Suddenly, Willow, Bloody Mary, Diabolo, Guinea, Dracula, Fred, and George, Hagrid, McGonagall, again misspelled, Dumbledore, Sirius, and Lucian, all running the room. All of them motherfuckers. What is the meaning of this? Dumbledore asked all angrily, and Voldemort looked away, because he's a shy little bitch. Just kidding. He looked away because he was about to get fucked up and gangbanged. That's why he looked away. He did a spell, and suddenly his broomstick came to him sexily. Voldemort flew above the roof, evilly in on his broomstick. Oh my goth, slug-born gosphead! The Dark Lord shall kill all of you. Then you must submit to him. Snape ejaculate. It says ejaculated. Snape ejaculated menacingly. Wow. I am still surprised by this shit. You fucking preppy fags. Sirius shouted angrily. You just came menacingly. Oh my fucking... Wait. I skipped one. I know a 4-letter word for dirt. Cruciatus? I screamed Harry, but the sparks from his wand only hit Draco's car. I fell down, just randomly. Snap quickly crawled out of it, and I picked up Sidio camera. Oh my fucking gosh, I cried, because the video of me in the bathroom, the video of me dong it with Draco, and the video of Satan doing it with... If you kill me, then Dizay Kidios will be shown to everyone in the skull. Then you can be just like that gothic girl, Paris. She is very not gothic, thank you very much. He laughed immediately. No, I screamed. FYI, I have the picture of you doing it with Lupin. What's she talking about? Lupin's slur. It's not a good time to be slurping as he sat in chains. I saw... Oh, excuse me. But honestly, excuse the fuck out of all of this. Alright? I saw to she's gonna show everyone that picture. 111, Harry shouted angrily. Shut up, 111. Lumpkin roared. Foolish ignoramuses. The scope of her grammar is just everywhere. It's wild. Yielded Voldemort from his broomstick. Like, it was actually... Everything was correct about that. Thou shalt all die like your hair soon. Think again, you fucking muggle poser, Harry yelled. And then he and Diabolo and Navel both took out black guns. But Voldemort took out his own one. You guys are in Latin standoff? I shouted despairingly. That thing. Echo Neville's wand, 1-1, cried Voldemort, and suddenly Neville's wind was in my hands. Now I shall kill thee all, and Evani, you will die for 5-1s. He's made lightning come all over the place. Save us, Ebony! Dumbledore cried. I cried sexily. I just wanted to go to the common room and slit my wrist with my friends while we watched Shark Attack 3 and Saw 2, and do it with Draco, but I knew I had to do something more important. Abra-cadabra. With 5 ones, I shooted. Oh, that's it! That's it! Apparently she just fucking won. She shooted. And she killed the bitch. He's dead. So, wow. Wow, I'm gonna sit down. That was, wow. That was all of it.